Hello, my dear friend. Did you know that your frenetic energy is contagious? Yeah, it is. Welcome to this episode of Full Spectrum. I'm Stephanie Stevens, your host. I've been a mom of a son with autism for 27 years. I've started 2 organizations that provide services and therapies for children and now young adults with autism. And I am so honored to be doing life with you. Yes, together. Into the holidays, together we go. Slipping and a sliding, grasping and reaching, wondering how it will go. Listen, when my son was little, I have to tell you that as excited as I was for the holidays, because I just always loved this time of year. I love the lights. I love the snow. Not the cold, but yeah, I loved the snow. And then as I had children, I really wanted to dive into the joy and wonder of seeing Christmas through their eyes, and watching them and the magic of it all has been really so much fun. And yet, you know exactly where I'm going with this. And yet, when you have a young one with a diagnosis of autism or a related condition, it looks very, very different. Because 9 times out of 10, you're expected to go into someone else's home and nothing is proofed, and there is an expectation, and your son or daughter jumps off of furniture, and you're trying to work on that as a behavior that you're literally attempting to redirect or work out or not have happen, especially in public and at other people's houses, and you're not quite there yet. Or, let's say your loved one is an adult now, like mine is, and the chaos and the noise and the overstimulation of a lot of people in just a handful of rooms or smaller spaces is really overwhelming and really challenging. And so here is my admonition to you this year. Plan. Like prep and plan in advance, just to make life easier for you and your loved one, of course. But how can you do that? What can you bring? Can you pack a little bag full of stuff that will provide something for them to do if they choose to go into a room by themselves, which, by the way, my son does often. In fact, he used to spend most family gatherings in a room by himself. Just too much noise, sensory overload. So he would pop out and kind of engage for a few minutes, and then he would go back in, and then he'd come out again. He's getting a little bit better about bringing what he needs with him out into the open spaces with others. But again, not everybody is there yet. And if you're still in a space where you're just like all you can vision as you expect to go into your next family gathering is what's going to happen and how you're going to prevent your child from accidentally breaking something or squeezing the cat's tail or, having a meltdown and actually beginning to tantrum or have some other type of behavior erupt because now they're in another environment with all these other people, and it's kind of the perfect storm. So plan in advance. Please do yourself the favor, because we really want you to enjoy the holidays too, as sacrificial as parenting can be and is. We also want to experience our own levels of joy and peace and sanity as best we can. So plan. Pack a little bag full of items that you believe can and will provide an alternative or a redirect if they become bored, restless, hungry, and there isn't food that they'll eat there, or fidgety, or whatever the case may be. Maybe earplugs, headphones, that might help as well. Also, have an exit plan. If you got to go, you got to go. If your loved one is getting tired and the party is just beginning, you may have to work out with somebody else. If you've got a spouse, God bless you. I did most of this by myself. You have to have some type of exit strategy. Or, God bless you, I'm going to say this. Now, don't be mad when I say this, okay? Or you may want to host. I know. The thought of that, right? But honestly, it gives you control over the environment, and it allows your child their own space. So don't totally rule it out. I know the cleaning and the prep and all of it just makes you want to dig a hole and hide your head in it. But I promise you, parts of it actually can make your life easier during the actual celebration, because you're not fully stressed about having you and your child in someone else's home and not really being able to predict or know how they're going to react and respond to it. So I'm putting it out there as somebody with lots of experience. Do yourself a favor this year and plan and prep well in advance. I'm with you in it, as always. So much love to you, virtual hugs to you, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode.